it sounds sometimes that every expert has their own opinion about what you should or shouldn't do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I'm talking about because I'm reaching out to those experts. Why is it so complicated?
It's a good question. Why is digital marketing so complicated? Because there's an art and a science to converting strangers into customers. There's things that you have to learn across multifacets. And the challenge that most people face is there's so much information out there around how do you convert strangers into customers. And there's differences between tactics and the fundamentals. Tactics come and go, and there are always new tactics. So do I put a little pop-up on my website that says, hey, here's how many people that showed up? Do I use a webinar? Do I use this? Do I try that? Do I try this? There's always these tactics, and people get confused with the idea that a tactic is the reason you grow, right? Tactics, like I said, come and go. You have to understand the fundamentals. And those fundamentals really come down to, I need to capture somebody's attention at the very front. I then need to capture their information. And then I need to communicate with them, nurture them, educate them, and eventually sell them to become a client, right? To become a customer. And if you understand kind of those fundamentals and what you can do across each of these various phases, that's when you can start to simplify that thought process. And then you can start to say, okay, you know what? I understand that this particular tactic fits in the getting somebody's attention side of things. Let me go and test that, right? Because that's what I need to do, is I need to get somebody's attention. So personally, I think that that's the biggest challenge that we face, is we just end up having all of these overloaded number of things in our face. I also think that we conflate marketing with making money online too much. There's a lot of messages out there that says, I made $10,000 a month. I made $20,000 a month.
I made 1 million in 3 months.
whatever it is, right? And it makes it sound as though the tactic or the marketing is what made that happen, because all he did was acquire new customers. It's like, that's not how it works. You know, you're in the business of identifying bottlenecks. You know as much as I do that growing and building a business is not a tactic. There's other components that and to make that happen.
Yeah, it's interesting what you're saying. So how do you tie the customer journey into what you just described?
So fundamentally, it is all about the customer journey. Your job as a business owner and as a marketer and as a salesperson and really the entire organization's purpose is to find a stranger who's ultimately never heard of you before, attract them towards your business because your business has a solution to one of their problems, right? Or to a desire that they're trying to achieve. You're now trying to attract them. Then your job is to then close them and convert them into an actual customer for your business. And then after that, you have to deliver the result, and you have to deliver what it is that you closed them and sold them on, right? So if you think about it less about you and less about your business and more in terms of the customer, well, that means that a person has found your business. So whether it's a blog post, whether it's through an ad, whatever it may be, they clicked on that ad, right? They did that. Then they went and looked at a page and read the content of that page or watched a video, right? After that, they decided, I'm going to go and fill out a form. That's the person, that's the customer going and saying, I'm going to go and do that. Then they receive an email and they decide, I'm going to read the email and I'm going to click on the link. When I land on that page, I'm going to watch this video and I'm going to go and purchase something, right?
Yeah.
That is the journey that that person has gone through. And if you don't understand those steps, you really don't understand how you're converting these strangers into customers for your business.